Night Terrors, Volume 17. Written by Carl Hughes, Chris Ashton, Laurie M. Myers, John Gallant, James Edward O'Brien, Justin Boot, Stephen Oliver, Matias Travieso Diaz, Stephen Johnson, Peter Cronsberry, Eddie Generous, Brad Kelechava, Ron Ripley, and Kevin Saito. Narrated by Johnny Raven and Stephanie Shade.
Thank you for having the courage to step into the shadows with us. It's an honor to be your guide through the darkness, where every whisper and shadow holds a chilling story. If spine-tingling tales are what you crave, there's a world of terror waiting for you. Simply search for Scare Street on your favorite audiobook platform and let us lead you deeper into the unknown. Let the nightmares begin.
Smothered with Love by Carl Hughes. Grandma's coffin stood on trestles in the window, draped in black crepe and with 4 candles at its corners. It was December the 20th, but there'd be no Christmas festivities in the Barclay household that year. "Be a good boy and don't worry. The dead can't harm you." That was what Rory's mom had said before hurrying off to begin her evening shift on the nearby store's checkout. A busy shift it would be, too, as families stocked up with enough food to withstand a 2-year siege, and all for the sake of a single day. Dad was meanwhile working nights at the cereal factory, which meant Rory had the house to himself. Except for Grandma's body, of course. At 17, he was not the brightest light in the chandelier, as Dad often reminded him, and his teachers described him as a slow developer. But Rory was cursed with a powerful imagination, fueled by the horror comic strips and books in which he immersed himself, and he knew the dead weren't always quiet. 7 o'clock. Hours to go yet before Mom came home, and in the winter darkness the house felt as crypt-like as something found beneath the rambling Gothic church. Rory realized Grandma would never have harmed him in life, of course, but in death? He'd once read in one of his graphic comic strips a horror story called The Rising Dead, in which a pious priest rose from his mortuary slab and became the monster that in his living existence he'd never been. The late priest, always known as a passive and forgiving soul, ventured into a wild...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?